Welcome to Royal Secrets. In a new Archetypes podcast with Sophie Trudeau, the First Lady of Canada, Meghan Markle confesses she studied for the UK citizenship test and sought husband Harry for assistance, but he had no idea. She also discusses the terrible guilt of being a mom in public. Meghan Markle said today that she prepared for the UK citizenship test after meeting Prince Harry, who, when she requested for assistance, since it was so hard, had no idea about some of the answers. On her most recent episode of her Spotify podcast, the Duchess of Sussex is joined by Sophie Trudeau, the First Lady of Canada. The friends discussed the difficulties of raising children and dating two well-known men. The two spoke of the terrible guilt of being a public mother. Mrs. Trudeau and Meghan, 41, reportedly giggled like schoolgirls and sipped champagne on the terrace of her Montecito estate during the pool party Meghan gave for her this summer, according to Meghan. Meghan also spoke with comedian Pamela Adlon on episode 8 of her Archetypes program, Good Wife, Bad Wife, Good Mom or Bad Mom. Adlon is best known for providing the voice of Bobby Hill in the animated comedy series King of the Hill and will become a British citizen in 2020. Meghan additionally disclosed that she studied for the Life in the UK exam. Despite being born and raised in Los Angeles, Ms. Markle is not thought to be a citizen of the United Kingdom, having apparently given up on the concept after Megxit in 2020. She married Harry, 38, in 2018, but according to experts, she did not stay in the country for the 3 years necessary to obtain spousal citizenship. In November 2017, she landed in Britain, and by December 2019, she had left. That citizenship exam is really challenging, the Duchess of Sussex stated. I recall thinking, oh my gosh, as I was studying for the test, my husband would respond, "Do you realize this? Do you realize this?" He would then admit, I had no idea. She did not elaborate on whether she had ever taken the test or had merely prepared for it. However, Mrs. Adlon jokingly remarked, I think they made it harder for you. We're going to really throw up walls on this one, they said. Before submitting an application for citizenship, Meghan would have had to pass the Life in the UK test, which costs $50 per attempt and has a passing score of 75. 24 multiple-choice questions covering UK legislation and the legal system, employment in the nation, its history, culture, and other aspects of British life are included in the 45-minute exam. It may be rebooked as often as desired, but applicants are charged each time. It may also ask questions regarding the royal family, of which she is still a member, such as who founded the Church of England and which king was put to death in 1649. In 2017, once the news of her engagement to Prince Harry was revealed, Buckingham Palace declared the former Suits star will acquire British citizenship. However, the Sussex family left the functioning monarchy in 2020 and relocated to the US via Canada amid rumors that Meghan had given up on the endeavor. The most recent podcast installment, the episode, according to Meghan, focused on the roles that women play at home and how to break out of the restrictive version of these molds society has carved out for us. According to the explosive biography Finding Freedom, Meghan's pal Jessica Mulroney advised her to consult Mrs. Trudeau when she started dating Harry in 2016 because the two ladies now had a lot in common because of their well-known husbands. The phrase spouse of the Prime Minister is more appropriate for Mrs. Trudeau than First Lady of Canada, which is how the podcast refers to her. Sophie used to give Meghan small meditations and voice notes of support throughout her pregnancy, Meghan acknowledged, adding, I've gone to her over the years for assistance. When Meghan first met Ms. Trudeau at the city's Fashion Week 7 years ago, she described her as a humanitarian mother she had met while living in Toronto and filming Suits. The Duchess of Sussex joined Toronto's Platinum Elite, which also included Ms. Mulroney, a friend of theirs. Sophie has become a dear friend and someone I think is so emblematic of strength that comes from embracing your humanity, she said. Keeping that sense of self while holding up the mantle of what comes with being a parent and a spouse, that's a full plate. Thanks for watching till the end.